Happy Monday, Delmarva Coast. We're so happy you joined us. Today, we are your hosts of Coast Life. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo. We hope you had a great weekend. There was a lot going on across coastal Delmarva this weekend, so hopefully I spent it how you want, whether you wanted to get involved with all kinds of activities and things going on in the community, or maybe you just wanted to chill.
Yeah, exactly. Good time to just kind of stay in and watch some football.
Yes.
Or go out and enjoy all that Delmarva Coast has to offer.
I can't even begin to tell you how obsessed I am with these crispy, cool mornings that we've been having.
I love it. Although I'm forgetting my jacket when I come into work.
Yeah.
I do need that.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Well, and we're starting to enter the time of year where you start to hit every temperature of the year all in one day. So like the morning you bundle up, then by the end of the day you're like sweating profusely and you're like, oh, it's a heat stroke.
It's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, so dress for all seasons.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, of course.
But we always liked talking about what you're talking about, and with fall comes football. So maybe you've been hearing some rumors about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
This is my kind of football news.
This is my kind of football news too, especially because one TikToker has a theory. Because Taylor Swift does nothing unplanned. If there's one thing I know about our girl, it's that she plans everything. So there's a TikTok video talking about how Taylor's playing the long game here because she's originally from Pennsylvania, near the Philly area. She's said she's an Eagles fan, which love. And she's only dating Travis Kelce so that, and the theory goes on. It's really fun,
crazy.
really wild, really crazy, so that like ultimately she ends up playing the halftime show and being like, turns out I'm a mastermind, and then to throw the Super Bowl because she's thinking that we're going to see the Kelce brothers back in action. Pit against each other, and she'll say that like this one's for the Eagles. So it's a wild theory. I love it. Obviously, I'm an Eagles fan too, so I would love to see Taylor play the long game. But I kind of like Taylor and Travis.
I love it. I love it. And I'm not even like a big T Swift fan. I'm not a big Travis Kelce fan. But together, I'm obsessed.
Yeah, I think it's sort of like I don't know, because she's always dated other like singers or actors, and sort of like what feels like this elegant, crazy lifestyle. And I think to see her with like the high school jock cracks me up, and I love it.
I love it. I want to see her and Travis Kelce. I want to see Kim K and Tom Brady.
Ooh, okay.
That's my thing. And I'll come back to you with my more pop culture football references, but that's where I'm at right now.
Kim K and Tom Brady is an interesting one.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either.
Not even marriage, just dating. I don't know.
Just dating, hanging out. I think they would be like, they would at the very least be a powerful friendship couple. Like there's nothing those two couldn't do.
They could go on very expensive vacations.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Unlike us, who are a little bit more down to earth, a little more real, a little more here.
Yeah.
And we know that about ourselves, and because we are self-aware individuals, we know that there are some things that maybe make us not great people to live with. So we like chiming in on our socials. We like you to participate in the conversation as well. So we're asking you, what makes you maybe not so great to live with?
I thought I was good to live with until we got a house. And apparently there's a lot more to me than I thought there was. I knew for a fact that I'm messy. I already knew that. I knew I can't cook. I knew I'm not a good cleaner. I knew a lot of these things. But most recently, my fiance has said the number one thing he can't deal with is I leave the caps off everything, which I didn't realize I do. So like I leave the caps off the shampoo bottles, the soap, the laundry detergent, sometimes the milk.
Oh no,
like
not the drink.
I didn't realize I do this.
So the shampoo bottles, I feel like, doesn't that, because like the shower, there's always condensation, and I feel like even if you leave like a bar of soap, it always whittles down sooner just because it's in the shower, so it gets wet. So like, does it not dilute the shampoo?
No, not that I've noticed. I have no idea.
I can see that leaving the cap off milk though, or like drinks in the fridge.
Yeah.
That'd be frustrating, especially something that you have to shake.
Do you do this though? I know a lot of girls do this. This isn't just me. The hair in the shower. I do that.
Yes, and I have worked really, really hard to break that habit and clean my own hair out of the shower, as gross that is. But if you head it off at the pass, you start cleaning the drain. We have one of the hair like catcher things.
Yeah.
So if you just clean that out before it even gets to the drain, then you don't have to snake it. Because all it takes is having to snake the drain once that you're like, never again.
Oh no, I'm talking hair like on the wall though. Do you do that?
No, like now I keep the shower clean. I used to. Growing up in like the family shower, my parents were like, and because both my sister and I, long brown hair, you don't know which one of us it was. So they'd be like, but I know it's you two. And we'd be like, it's not me.
Yeah, that's
make like art out of it.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, I know that my creative spaces get very messy. Anything that's like in and around my art studio, especially now in our attic, because like that's where I used to set up. So like none of that's clean.
Yeah, I love the clean girl aesthetic. It's just not me. I've tried.
Not an achievable dream for us.
It's not. I've tried so hard to be. I try so hard. Honestly, I wake up every morning with the intention of I'm gonna make my bed every single day. My mom's gonna get so mad when she sees this. That's the one thing. She's like, make your bed in the morning. Maybe once a week I make it.
I'm with you. When I lived alone, actually, I'm not the one that makes the bed because I leave first.
Boom.
And thank God, because I wouldn't do it.
Nope. I hate it. Folding laundry. I'm just making myself sound worse and worse. We should move on. I sound like a terrible roommate.
Moving on then, one more thing we want to kind of get your opinion on. We're big music lovers here on Coast Life, and we know you are too, but sometimes there are just some songs out there that everybody loves them, but you just can't get on board.
Yeah, I have them, and I'm scared to say them, but I'm going to because we stay honest here on Coast Life. I've been open with you thus far. I'm sorry, I can't stand Olivia Rodrigo songs.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. And here's the thing, she's great. I can understand that she's talented. I mean, she obviously, there's no question about that. I just have not heard a single song of hers that doesn't make me just want to turn the radio off.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see how maybe like right now we're sort of the older generation. You know, like when Taylor Swift first started out, she was writing songs for people her age.
Yeah.
I think Olivia Rodrigo is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
The 20-somethings and younger are really going to relate to those songs.
Right.
Once you get kind of your mid to late 20s into your 30s, you're like, well, this doesn't really pertain to me anymore. But yeah, sure, driver's license. Like I've had mine for 15 years.
That's how I feel. Like I tried to give driver's license a chance because everyone was talking about it. And I'm like in my car and it's like, driver's license last week. And I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm not 16, I'm 26.
Yeah,
so.
and I feel like I can get back into it. Like now, I do. I love Olivia Rodrigo, I won't lie. But I think for me, the one song that like I know people love it, and it's a great like message.
Yeah.
But Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Yeah.
Oh, that beat, it just grades on my brain in a way that I don't love.
I think that song would be so good if you heard it twice. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But then once it keeps going and going and going, you're like, I hate it.
Yes, and I think it was one of those songs that because it's very family friendly, it was one that you heard at like any kind of public function. It was on the radio constantly, like it was just, you couldn't escape it, and I was like, it's a skip for me.
I don't blame you on that one. Yeah, no hate. Please don't come at us. Like we said, Pharrell, Olivia, they're fantastic, they're talented, but it's just our song.
But as always, we've got a great show planned for you. Our field correspondent, Maya Henry, is gonna tell us what's coming up. So, Maya?
Coming up next, Salvage is preparing your home for fall with edgy autumn tablescapes. If you're a camper looking for a little luxury, we're taking a sneak peek at the OC RV and Van Show. And we're trying the latest seasonal coffee flavors with Coffee Rendezbrew. All that and more is on the way with more Coast Life.
Coast Life is brought to you by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
You're watching Coast Life, and we all have those moments where we just want to spruce up our home and feel like new. And Salvage Home Decor is the perfect place to make your home pop. And a person we're going to meet right now is Michelle Long, and she is the co-owner of Salvage. And she's even won a great award for tablescaping.
Yes, so that's what we're going to talk about today, is also the ability to create beautiful tablescapes with things that you have in your home. And I've collected these different items like from my store and from my house and from Walmart and Home Goods. And today we're going to put together a beautiful table using these items.
So you guys are on Coastal Highway in Lewis. So tell us why you love this location and why you picked Salvage to be right here.
So we love this location because we're right next to Surf Bagel. We're right on Coastal Highway. We are 2 miles from Lewis Beach. We are 4 miles from Rehoboth Beach. We have plenty of parking. We have a big, huge building. We have over 10,000 square feet. And we're able to fill this with beautiful furniture and vignettes.
All right, so what's the first step to getting this table together?
So my first step is always, I typically lay down like a table runner. So we have this one actually for sale and salvaged, and it was my inspiration for the table. And also kind of like for fall and Halloween. So we're going to start with that. So this morning, actually, I purchased these flowers from Flowers on Savannah and some of these like dried goods, and I threw them in some of my favorite vases, and it was kind of like my inspiration for the table.
It's perfect. It's real fall-like. I like that.
Yeah, so then also I wanted to, my thing is always mixing colors and patterns. And so I've also decided to add some purple in for some whimsical fun. And I found this tray at my home, and then I had the inspiration to add some gold elements to the table. The next thing that inspired me and that I wanted to add to the table was this pumpkin. So I did actually find this at HomeGoods.
It's perfect for fall.
I decided that that would kind of be my inspiration for the table as well. So it just adds a different height to the table, a different texture, a different element.
And I heard everything comes in, you know, heights and threes, am I correct?
Yes. Well, that's the way that I design, and I think most designers do as well. But I always decorate in odd numbers. So you always want to have like your groupings of like 3 or 5 or 7, you know. So I think most designers typically design in groups of 3, but if you want to be a little extra and a little bit more maximalist, you can design in groups of 5 or 7.
And these are really, really fancy. This makes me think of like a high-class dinner. How would you put these beautiful glasses on this table?
So I would just pair them, and I brought 3 of them together. And then, and then even if your guests don't drink cocktails or anything like that, you can use like a wine glass for water. You could even use the champagne glass for wine. I mean, really, there's no rules. I mean, you can do whatever you want. So I also collected these like vintage glasses. They're like, you know, my favorite, and I've actually never used them, but I set them out every time I have a party. But so I would just like group these together in like a group of 3, and just to add like some whimsical elements to your table. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna continue to add layers to my table, and I just want my guests to be excited like when they sit down. So I had these randomly at home, just waiting to be used.
What exactly is this?
I don't know. I believe that they're black feathers, and that's just something I like doing. Is like I just like mixing different elements together, different textures, different patterns, and there's really again no rules. You can use whatever you want in your house just to bring the colors together. And I decided to use these just to bring the black out on the other side of the table.
And I love the different textures. You have the plants. We all know how plants feel,
Yes.
but then you have this nice feathery feel and this nice little soft cushion at the
Yeah,
bottom.
and then some linen, yeah. So then next, I'm just going to add this bowl over here, and then I'm add in some candlesticks.
And are these candlesticks from Salvage?
They are from Salvage, and these are my favorites. So I also have these at my home, sitting on my table all the time.
So these are definitely the go-to. You
Yes.
have them in your house,
Yes.
you sell them at the store.
Yes.
So what makes these candlesticks so appealing to you?
I love gold, and I am like obsessed with like gold and brass, and I love that they come in sets of 3 and that they're all different heights, and they're just really easy to mix and match, and you can really use them and elevate any event with these candlesticks.
And they follow the little decor rules.
Yes, yeah,
Which is perfect.
Yep. So next, I'm gonna add just a couple more candlesticks, and then this, and hope that it looks pretty from the other side. We shall see what happens over here.
So what exactly are these? Are these certain glasses, or are these like
This is just like a decorative element that we sell at my store, and you can put like oil or vinegar or, you know, really anything that you wanted in there, salad dressings.
Nice. And I absolutely love these. These are really cool. They look so vintage.
Yes, yeah. So we also sell those in Salvaged, and that's like one thing that we're known for is like all of our candlesticks. So we have them in a ton of different sizes and varieties and colors, and you name it, we have it.
So is there any website or social media people can kind of go to if they see this episode and they're like, oh, what is that place called again?
Yes, yeah. So you can follow us on our Instagram page and on our Facebook page, and then also we have a website. So just follow salvaged.com and you will see us on there.
Michelle's giving us inside tips to make the perfect autumn tablescapes when COASTLIFE gets back.
You're watching COASTLIFE, and before the break, Michelle Long from Salvage & Lewis showed us a little bit of tablescaping. And for the people who don't know, Michelle, you are the co-owner of Salvage. Explain to them what tablescaping is before we go into this beautiful decor behind us.
So basically, tablescaping is the art of creating beautiful tables with
to wow your guest with items you have in your home, and you can really put anything together. You just want to layer it and add texture and create an environment that looks fun and exciting for your guest.
And I've heard you are the design diva. So tell me what really, sparks a flame in you when it comes to designing and decor?
I love thinking outside of the box and just using things that people would never think to use together. And if that's colors, patterns, texture, that is me. And I created the name Design Diva myself. And
oh, okay.
I have awards for it. And yeah, that is it.
And the award you're talking about is right behind us. So let me grab it real quick. So tell us a little bit about this award.
So this was a fun event that we did through Salvaged, and me and one of my employees, we entered this tablescape contest a couple years ago, and we entered it against flowers on Savannah.
Okay.
And we were able to win, and we won out of maybe like 10 different entries. But we came out in first place, and ever since then, like, this has been my claim to fame, and and I'm going with it.
So Michelle, we are talking edgy autumn. So tell me a little bit about this decor and how did you create this? How did this even come to mind?
So I was just inspired by different items that I found around my house and found between Salvaged, Home Goods, and actually Walmart. And and so it's a little bit of a high-low look, and I just decided to put all these different elements together just to add a bunch of texture and pattern and color to the table.
I can tell there's some lights, there's some lows, it's everything on this table. So I heard you talk about, Walmart and the different types.
Yes.
For the people who don't have much money, but they want to be creative, what would you say to them?
I would say just find something in your home that inspires you. Like it could be dishes that you've collected over the years but never used, and just find a way to add color or pattern to them and just make it work. You can even use your grandmother's china or go to the dollar store. Right now, you're able to find like the cutest things at the dollar store, believe it or not. Yeah.
Honestly, they have some great finds over there.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at these. You told me before the break that these are candlesticks. So why don't these candlesticks have candles?
Yeah, so certainly you could add candles to them and elevate your table even higher, but I just kind of added them for a different texture and height and a different look for the table.
So these plates are absolutely adorable, but they're all different. So tell me a little bit about it. We have the leaves here. We have polka dots. We even have like types of triangles, and we even have a orange napkin. Tell me about this place setting.
So this is kind of my style and the way that I like to decorate, and nothing has to match. I mean, you can just make it work or trick your guest into thinking it works.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I love just mixing patterns and designs and colors together, and that's what you'll find here. I mean, the only thing that's really matching between all the plates is maybe like the napkin, but other than that, we have all different color autumn leaves on each place setting and different designs, just to get you excited about each one of your courses that's coming up.
And I heard your house is immaculate. So when you're at your house and people see your table, like, what do they say about your designs?
They typically, the first words out of their mouth are wow. So
okay. Awesome.
And so I really like to think outside of the box, and I do love having a home that wows people, and it's really just kind of a look like this, just mixing and matching and putting things together that are unexpected and that you would never think of.
All right, guys, you have seen this beautiful decor from Miss Long. And if you're even looking to kind of spruce up your home, they even have people like Michelle or other workers here that could really make your home pop. So Michelle, you also have your own interior design business. Let us in on that.
Yes, so I have a new business that'll be open in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and it's an interior design business. And I have my own wallpaper line, my own fabric line. And also this is one of the services that I offer. So I can come to your home and stage it for parties, for holidays, for your guests, for events.
Wow, this is great. And you do a little bit of everything.
I do, yeah.
So if people are looking for some of your services, how can they reach you?
So you can certainly find me on mooddesign.com, or you can find me here at Salvaged. I'm typically here 5 days a week. And you can always find me or locate me from our Instagram or our Facebook page on Mood Design Studio or Salvaged Furniture.
All right, Michelle, is there anything else you would like to say to the audience watching?
No, I just want to thank everyone for watching this episode, and then just really, I hope that I inspired everyone to think outside the box and to create a beautiful table for their guests during the holidays.
All right, guys, visit their website and their social media pages as well. And again, guys, this is Salvage in Lewis, right on Coastal Highway. There's more Coast Life on the way.
Today on Coast Life, I'm inviting you to come celebrate with us because we're celebrating a very special anniversary. The people who keep us safe in Delaware every single day, Delaware State Police. That is why today I have India and Lance with DSP on the Coast Life couch. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So we're going to get to the big celebrations, the 100-year celebration of DSP in a moment. First, though, you have a really great event coming up, a 5K. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We do. We are celebrating our centennial year this year for 2023, and we are going to be hosting a 5K at the Starboard down in Dewey Beach on September 23rd, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. People can register at racestorun.com. The 5K kicks off at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's both for runners and walkers. Anyone's welcome to attend. Just register in advance to guarantee a t-shirt, and it should be a really great time.
People love getting t-shirts. That's going to incline a lot of people, I think, to come in. That'll be a lot of fun. What does this benefit, or who does this 5K benefit?
It benefits Camp Barnes.
Great.
So it's going to be a great cause overall, right? So Camp Barnes, not sure if everybody's familiar with it, but Camp Barnes is basically a free camp for the youth of Delaware.
Great.
And so this is a perfect opportunity for everybody to come out, to include us, and give back to our communities. And what better way to do that than to do it with the people that we serve.
Love that. I think it's cool that it's your 5K for you're celebrating your 100 years, but you're benefiting other people in the community. What does it mean to Delaware State Police to get with your community and give back?
It means everything to us. You know, these are the people that we serve. We're human too, right? We're in the uniform, but we're human too. We want to be out there celebrating with the people that we serve.
I really like what you brought in too, if we could show this off.
Yeah, so basically this is our the license plates from dated 1923 to celebrate our centennial year, and these are going to be on, or currently are on, all of our patrol vehicles throughout the state. We actually brought this to gift it to the show here.
Oh my
So
gosh.
this is going to be yours for the show. This nice license plate here, and
What?
yeah. So throughout the 5K, we have a lot of retro vehicles that are modern day Tahoes that are marked up to celebrate all the different eras that we've had throughout the years on the different color schemes in our vehicles, and they're going to be displayed throughout the 5K. We're going to have troopers out there wearing the old uniforms that once were worn by our troopers years ago, so you'll be able to see those. We'll have the motorcycle units, the mounted patrol, and several other static displays throughout the course for everyone to see. And then there's going to be an after party at the Starboard with food and beverages.
Ooh, okay. This is going to be a fun day.
It will be.
It's going to be memorable for everybody.
Good to know. Perfect. And be on your best behavior because they're going to be there.
Yeah,
So-
and we're going to be on our best behavior too.
Exactly, right. Well, first of all, this just means the world. That's incredible. But I've been loving seeing all the different vehicles, the buggies and things, that celebrate the 100 years. I think you guys do just an incredible job at moving with the times, of course, but also celebrating your history. It's just been a lot of fun to see what you've been doing this year. Yes.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for everything you do. What do you want to see happen in the next 100 years?
More progress, more growth, adapting, continuing to adapt to everything that's going on in society.
Well, congratulations again on 100 years, and thank you for coming on here today and letting us know how we can celebrate with you.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Of course. All right, we have some more Coast Life heading your way, so stick around.
If you've been watching Coast Life for a while now, then you may remember our friend Wanda Guyton with Coffee Rendezbrew, and she was showing us all of these great coffee tips on really how to be like a fantastic barista in your own home, whether it's cold brew that you like, or just a regular pot of coffee, or so many ways to brew your favorite cup of coffee, and all of her flavors are delicious.
Yes, that is for sure.
And with the changing of the seasons, often comes the swapping of the tasting palette. You start switching over to our pumpkin spice, our maple flavors. Apple, yeah, all those kind of seasonal holiday flavors. So we're going to start taking you on the seasonal flavor tour with Coffee Rendezbrew. Take a look.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Coffee Rendezbrew.
And I don't know about you, but for me, fall and coffee just go together. Now, you know, of course, Wanda Guyton, our friend from Coffee Rendezbrew, and we've been giving you these tips on how to brew some coffee. So we're actually using some of those tips, but this time we're kind of exploring some flavors, right?
Absolutely. Our fall and holiday flavored coffee line.
Yay, I'm so excited. Now, pumpkin. Obviously, we're talking fall, we're talking coffee. That is such a popular flavor.
Yep.
Tell me about the cold brew that we're going to be trying today.
So we've cold brewed our falling nuts for pumpkin, which people have been raving about, right?
I
They're
bet.
saying that it's a simple pumpkin taste, not too overpowering like some of the other brews that they've tasted.
Yeah.
And so we're going to sample or show people how to simply make and taste the Falling Nuts for Pumpkin by Coffee Rendezbrew.
Yeah, because we'd walked the steps through the cold brew before. It's pretty
Yep.
easy, pretty simple, something
Yep.
you can do overnight at home if you want that nice strong flavor. And I mean, I think I'm kind of with the people who are responding with this, that like the flavor of pumpkin spice, I actually think is a lot trickier to nail than people think.
Yep, it
And
is.
It can be overpowering, and then you're like, it's not really my thing. So, how should we do this?
So real simple, I'll let you be the driver.
All right.
We're going to take some ice
Okay.
and fill it in our cups. Now, with cold brew, remember that the coffee is already cold.
Right.
Okay, so it's your choice to add additional ice or not. It's up to you.
A few more scoops. Cute.
Yep. And
All right.
so we've prepared our cold brew. We're just gonna take the cold brew and pour it in the glasses.
Right? I love this too. It's so cute. Oh yeah. How high should I go?
That's fine. And remember, the one thing about cold brew, it's going to have a stronger taste
Yes.
than hot brewed coffee.
That's right.
So some people may want to add water to weaken the flavor. Again, your taste is up to you. There's not a right or wrong answer.
Sure, a lot
to
of this does
method.
go to taste.
Yep.
So what are some of the flavors in that coffee that make it so special, I think, that people are really loving?
It's natural pumpkin and just a hint of cinnamon.
Ooh, yeah. And I think cinnamon is like the underrated fall flavor that a lot of people don't think about. So we'll add our cream.
Okay, and I'm gonna opt out. for
You're
cream
opting
on
out
mine.
cream,
Yes,
all right.
because I love just the natural taste. Yes.
Awesome. All right.
There you have it.
There we
Cheers.
go. Let's fall in a cup.
Oh.
I think I'm falling nuts for pumpkin. Well, don't go anywhere. There's going to be more coffee tips and flavors to try, especially for the fall season. And there's more Coast Life coming your way. You're watching Coast Life, and I'm sure you know that football is back in season. And so I'm here talking to Joe Wright from Vernon Powell in Rehoboth Beach. Fall means football for a lot of people, and football means tailgates. So whether it's your college tailgate, maybe you're lucky enough to go to a game, you're gonna need the perfect gear.
You bet it.
Yes, so
Well,
you
first
got-
of all, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me as always.
Yeah, it's always fun. I picked out a few things for you. You know, we got ready here. First thing you need for tailgate is a huge, awesome bag.
Yeah, because
All
you
right?
got a lot of stuff to
So
put
I,
in it.
so I pulled out the bog bag. This thing is durable. You can put all kinds of stuff in there, like a Kanga cooler.
Ooh,
Okay, so
yes.
so this you can buy some beverages, and you don't need ice. You buy the beverages, leave it in the container, and you put them in here, and,
And it's
they
ready
will
to
stay
go.
cold.
That's
Yes.
nice.
A lot of times when you're tailgating, you might have something like a cocktail,
Yes.
and we happen to. You see what's on here?
I do, little kitties all dressed up for Halloween, which is cute too, because remember, Halloween is the fall. Spooky season is here.
That's right. That's from Swig, and it's got a handle, and it fits in the car cup holder. And if you don't want the handle, we have one without a handle.
Also cute. If you're a candy corn person,
Yep,
that
so
one's
that-
for you.
And you can also put hot beverages in there too, so coffee.
And of course,
Yes, Yeti. Okay, so Yeti's the ultimate tailgate item. We've got coolers. We have the hard coolers. We have the soft coolers. Pair it with Yeti ice. We also carry tumblers and the highballs and the wine glasses.
Oh yeah, there's a
So
lot of Yeti accessories.
the Yeti line, and new this year is Power Pink.
And it caught my eye immediately.
So yeah, so the Power Pink, if you want to really show up at the tailgate. gotta get that.
Honestly, I feel like I need to walk away with one of these because I have a fantasy football league. It's all women, and that would make a great prize for the end of the season.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. But of course, as the weather starts turning, football season, those nights might get a little chilly. So as you're watching those games, you might need something to cozy up in. So you've got apparel too.
We do. Let
right.
me show you something.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay.
So we've got all of our accessories ready for our tailgate, but if you're gonna cozy up, I mean, I fall in love with fall fashion every year.
I pulled a few things. I got some things for guys, some things for girls. Let's start with first Carhartt.
Ooh.
So Carhartt's that work brand.
Yeah.
You know, but people are wearing it not just for work.
Oh, yeah.
They're wearing it for fashion too.
It's hot right now.
This is a cool long sleeve tee. It comes in lots of different colors. We have hoodies, lots of different hoodies from all kinds of different brands.
A fall staple.
I pulled a North Face, got a little camo on there. You know.
It's classic.
Yes. Now, one thing I love for fall is the shacket. Okay.
Big shacket fan
Yeah.
right here.
this one's from Patagonia, and it's kind of like a jacket, really.
Jacket.
It's insulated. It's an insulated flannel, and this is a great pattern. We have lots of different patterns, lots of different flannels. Flannels are big.
Yes,
for
it'll
men
keep you
and women.
stylish and cozy at the same time.
Yes, and then for ladies.
Yes, speaking of Patagonia,
Yeah,
maybe,
right.
you know, on those sort of kind of hot, kind of cold days, you run the gambit of the whole year's worth of weather in one afternoon.
That's exactly right. You never know if it's going to be hot or cold, so a vest
Yep.
is a great option. And I like that Patagonia vest. That comes in multiple colors as well.
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite things about Patagonia are those classic patterns, which you get these kind of fun, crazy,
Wild and crazy.
And they're so comfortable too.
They are. It's really soft. And the thing I like about that is it's so warm.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a quarter zip, but it's actually a quarter snap.
Yes, I have one myself. It's one of
Yeah.
my favorite fall hiking accessories, and
Yeah.
this one's super cute in the colors.
I like that color a lot. And of course, we carry lots of different apparel lines. We've got Simply Southern, Barefoot Dreams, and a whole lot more for getting out for the tailgate or just fall weather.
Yeah, fall in general. So once you've got your outfit, you've got maybe your accessories. If you're going to some tailgates, you're gonna need some footwear.
We might have a few shoes I could show you.
All right, let's
go.
take a look. Now, we've gotten our way over to the footwear section, one of my favorite sections of the store. Many things have caught my eye since the instant we walked in, but we grabbed some sneakers to start because, you know, our summer bodies are built in the winter. So if you are looking to hit the trails, get back out there, get back into running, now's a great time, and you have the footwear to do that.
You bet we do. So Hoka is taking the industry by storm.
Yes. And they're so cute too.
So my daughter loves Hoka, my wife loves Hoka, and my mother loves Hoka.
Our camera guy loves Hoka.
Yeah, everybody loves Hoka.
Everybody
right now.
loves Hoka.
So we have a huge inventory. We're getting shipments all the time, and that's one of the new fall colors. I love it. We also, you talk about getting out there.
Yes.
Trails are a lot more friendly because they're less buggy and they're cooler this time of year. So this is a Hoka trail shoe.
Awesome.
It's also kind of a nice casual shoe too.
Yeah, it kind of works for everything. It would
Yeah.
kind of go with those Patagonias we saw earlier.
It is. So, but then we have a huge assortment of boots and
Yes.
shoes for fall.
Fashion, I mean, boots.
I have every height of boots.
Boots are life.
We have tall boots. We have a mid-height boot, okay? Then we have like the shooties, okay? They call them like a short boot.
Yeah, some
okay?
beautiful ones too.
Yeah, we do. Another big trend we're seeing this year is loafers.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing, like, for example, we have a patent loafer, bit loafer. It's awesome from Soft.
Yeah.
And then Piccolinos, man. Piccolinos last year they just make beautiful shoes.
Yeah.
And the leathers are beautiful, they're soft, and they're comfortable. We've got some wild and crazy things that I pulled out.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking you might like that Spring Step or the Reeker boot there.
Both of them are a win in my heart.
Yeah, I know you like high heels, right?
I do, yes.
There are quite a few, speaking of that, platforms.
Yes.
So, UGG. This is a great example of what's going on in the industry right now. So this is the UGG mini height. Okay, that's a platform,
Cute.
very popular. We have the Ultra Mini,
So cute.
and then it gets a little bit lower with a clog. Which
I love them.
Yeah.
Tons of footwear, tons of apparel. I mean, if you need to do some fall shopping, Vernon Powell in Rehoboth Beach is the place to stop and shop because there's a lot.
we have a lot.
And you guys are the
ready.
experts. Yes.
We're
Well,
ready.
Joe, thank you so much for letting me peruse the store. As always, we're ready for tailgates, we're ready for fall, we're ready to hit the trails, all of the above with Vernon Powell. But don't go anywhere, because there's more Coast Life coming your way.
This segment of Coast Life was brought to you by Vernon Powell in Rehoboth Beach.
Leah, what are you doing? Oh, I'm getting the van ready for the OCRV and van show in Ocean City.
Makes sense. And as much as I love this though, and as comfortable as this van is, it doesn't quite compare to the big vans and RVs we're going to be seeing at the OCRV
Yeah,
show.
you can't really live in this one. This is more camping on a budget.
But if you are looking for something a little bigger than this, maybe to live in, we talked to the organizers at the OCRV show, so check this out.
And we're really excited. October 12th through the 15th, Ocean City is going to have its first RV and van lifestyle show at the Roland E. Powell Convention Center. This is the first showcase they've had in over 20 years where you'll see RVs, custom vans, e-bikes, golf carts, power sports, paddle sports. I mean, everything will be there.
After the COVID pandemic, more people are working from home now and more businesses have figured out for people how to work from home, so it's allowed people to go on the road and still work now. So it's created a huge popularity for it.
Well, I've grown up on the Eastern Shore. Rich is from Annapolis area, and we have lived here for a very long time and have always wanted to explore our backyard. So we had a few RVs and we decided we would take a couple months and just explore locally all the campgrounds and beautiful places to go explore while we lived here before our show.
Well, we got a BMX freestyle team that's coming in. That's going to be doing demos and backflips and with their ramps and stuff that'll be indoor inside the convention center. And then on Sunday, we're also doing a locals skateboard competition.
We have seminars, so if you're looking to be a digital nomad, we have people coming to the show that we're going to be talking about how to do that. If you're interested in flying drones, we're going to have drone seminars, RV maintenance. If you wanted to explore Delaware State Parks is doing a couple presentations on places, hidden gems around the state. We have yoga, free yoga on the beach, yoga on the bayside for our visitors. We also have a company coming, a company called Roloff coming all the way from Canada. So if you're not interested in getting like a big rig or even a custom van, they have kits that you can put in the back of your minivan or your SUV that you can put in, take your back seats out, go travel, and then put it back in your garage and then go back to work on Tuesday. There's so much, the innovation that has come from this whole movement is just really exciting. We have paddle sports, kayaks, supboards, an e-bike test ride demo area. So if you want to buy an e-bike but you've never rode an e-bike, now you get to try to ride one. We have Tipsy Tiki. They're going to be doing 30-minute cruises off the dock at the convention center, so you can get a couple drinks. So tickets are like $20, but you get like a 30-minute cruise and a couple drinks, and you can go, if you've always wanted to experience the Tipsy Tiki but didn't do the big cruise, you can do like a small cruise and see what it's all about. And then we have a lot of different RVs, I think close to maybe like 80 different RVs that'll be inside the convention center. We have 3 or 4 custom van manufacturers coming in, so you can, like Brooklyn Camper Vans, OGA Vans, Sequoia and Salt, they're coming from, and you bring your van, they customize the interior for you, and then so it's kind of just a really neat whole process. Yeah, so a lot for people to really come see and explore and just kind of really tap into what this whole vibe is all about. If you go to our website, ocrvshow.com, you get a ticket. We actually have an app, so you can go to the App Store right now and download the app, OCRV Show. Either app store, that's all there. And then also if you're an adventure travel photographer, you can submit right now. We're having an open entry through the Ocean City Art League. Submit your photos. Hopefully next year we can do a adventure film fest, but this year we're starting it off with photos and then we're gonna grow it from there. So we're just trying to really just tap into all of the elements that just make traveling so fun.
And you know, they want to make this an annual event.
They should.
I'm so down with that. And Leah, maybe we could take your van.
Yeah, I think so.
It'd be a comfortable ride.
I think it would.
Awesome.
But don't go anywhere because we do have some more Coast Life just a little bit headed your way.
Leah, I was checking out your van. There's a lot to take in here.
Yes, I've documented a lot of adventures.
I love the little pictures. There's little lights in here. You guys should check this out. But this one I love especially.
Yeah, and this one I thought was pretty relevant because OC Bike Fest was going on this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard. And the Struts were playing there. One of my favorite bands. They're so fun to see live, and I actually had a chance to meet them once.
That's so cool.
And it was through our radio stations, 93.5 The Beach. Paula, she was there to sort of give me the 411 on the intro to rock school, like how to meet rock guys.
That's so. I bet they remember you.
I hope so. He said he liked my outfit.
Well,
Spiller, he said, I like your outfit.
You
and
do
I
have
was like, thank you.
Good style, so I get it. That's amazing. Well, I think I'm going to check out the rest of your van. Like I said, there's a lot of pictures and things, and maybe I'll even take a nap.
Feel free. It's